How y'all doing? Lucas here out of Peaks Peak again. We've got probably a short little video for you today. We're going to do a couple things this evening. We've got the animals all fed, and we've collected up our eggs. And surprisingly, we're late January and we're still getting 10 eggs out of our. We've got 13 layers that are old enough to lay eggs. In the summer we were averaging maybe 12 eggs a day, but I'm kind of surprised they're keeping up, so that's good. But all right, so what we're going to get into tonight is we're going to go up to the pond up on the hill. As I've mentioned before, we had us a pond dug back in August, and it's still filling up, working its way filling up, and it's got probably 3 or 4 feet to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive us a depth gauge in at the edge of the water level where it is now, and we'll measure up to the overflow pipe, see how much we've got to go, and that'll give us kind of an idea, and then we can watch it as it continues to fill the rest of the way up, and we can keep an eye on that depth and also see, you know, if it's losing any water over time as well. So stick with us. Hope it'll be something that you'll enjoy. I'm eventually going to put together a video about the construction of the pond and how we chose our site and all that, so you can kind of look forward to that coming up. We come up here and we just drove us a little piece of conduit in there and marked it with a full line. I guess using a poor man's transit, we just stretched a string across from the pipe over to the overflow there, put a line level on it, and then marked it where it was level, measured down to the water level, and we are 30 inches from full. So it's getting pretty exciting. We got this spring coming up, which should put plenty of runoff water in it, and then we'll be ready to go. But we marked it so we can kind of keep an eye on it. We're going to leave that one there, but we also took us another one and marked it with a 30-inch mark and stretched out our string to kind of get a little better idea of where the water's going to come to up in the woods. When I had the pond built, we didn't actually end up marking it out where it was going to go to everywhere. And the plan kind of changed as they were building. We decided to bring it up just a little bit higher so we could get it to go back in the woods over there in that back corner, if you can see that. We wanted it to go back up in that cove a little ways, kind of make a nice little shady spot. So we brought the dam up a little bit higher. We had to do, you know, a lot of work clearing, and then we'd run into a lot of rock as we were digging. And so that kind of set us back a lot. And of course, we wanted it to be as big as we could, but had a budget to go with. So this is what we end up with. It's probably close to 3/4 of an acre, and it's going to be about 18 to 19 feet deep when it's full in the deepest part down there. We're probably sitting at 16 and a half feet right now. So pretty excited. We've already talked to some fish hatcheries, kind of getting our plan together for what fish we're going to put in it. So probably somewhere around mid-March we'll go ahead and stock it, and I'll probably try to stock it with a little bit bigger fish. That way they'll spawn this year early, and we might even be able to do a little bit of fishing as long as we don't keep them. So we're looking forward to it. I mentioned all the rock that we ran into, and so what we did was, for our overflow, we saved all those rocks and had them pile it down here for the overflow to run through. And then they also positioned the spillway, pay no attention to my pile of sticks there, but positioned the spillway at the end of the dam here where it'll run across and then funnel into this same area and go straight down those rocks there as well. So I thought that was a pretty neat setup, and I don't think the pictures do justice just how big some of these rocks are, but it was pretty cool to see them dig those out and throw them over here. All right, so I'm standing back here in the corner where we're backing the water up into the woods, and of course it's not very far back up in here yet, but this is a pretty cool section here. This rock is about the size of a pickup truck here, and it's going to be pretty well near the edge of the water. That tree right out there in front of us, that tree will actually be completely in the water. And we haven't decided for sure whether we want to cut all these trees down or leave them as standing timber. Of course, we don't have too long to decide here because the water's quickly getting up in here, but we've kind of been kicking around whether to just go ahead and cut them down now so they'll be out of the way and leave stumps, or to take them out. So if you got any opinions on that or suggestions about how that's going to work out, comment down below and let us know what you think we ought to do with that. Now right here, we took our poor man's transit and set up back here, and the water's going to go back just past that that dead stump that's sticking up back there. It won't be in the water will be just down from it. That tree behind it, the water should be right up at the base of it. So it's going to go a little ways back up in here when it gets 30 inches deeper, but we're getting close. We kind of know what we're going to have now, so that's pretty exciting. Well, I guess that's about all here from Peaks Peak tonight. We just up here kind of enjoying the pond and the snow, and we got our fire going, so having a good time. But we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here.
I hope you liked this video. Subscribe, hit the notification, and ring that bell, and hit the like button.
All right, that sounds like all of it. Thanks for watching.